How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Recycled Primates, where I want to just give you a video of what to expect from this channel. A few things to hit up real quick. One, I'm extremely opinionated, so if strong opinions are not your thing or you're easily offended, this isn't the channel for you. Go somewhere else. I do rock and roll, crooner rock, classic rock, punk rock, hard rock, heavy metal, death metal. That's the kind of stuff I specialize in. So I'm going to be kind of coming from that point of view, but I've worked on jazz, I worked on symphonic stuff, I've done a little bit of hip hop, I've done some electronic based music and ska and things like that. I've worked with classical and symphonic musicians. So I have a good understanding of how to do a lot of stuff, but you know, rock and roll is my specialty. So we're going to be largely talking about recording electric guitars, acoustic guitars, bass guitars, acoustic drums, vocals, things like that. We will talk philosophies, you know, I mean, because there is objectivity and subjectivity, and they're kind of at odds and conflicts in a lot of the things that we do. Obviously, you can see I have a lot of outboard analog gear from Rane, Ashley, Symmetrics, Phoenix Audio, Universal Audio, Locomotive Audio, TK Audio, Eventide, DBX, you know, a whole bunch of crap, FMR, Drummer, Dyne Audio, stuff that I've designed myself, like that saturation box. I also have a DI and a filter in the works up here, and I use RME, Ferrofish. So, you know, there's a lot of gear that I can show off for you, you know. So yeah, expect demo videos, expect review videos, expect project videos like the one that you've likely already seen where I did something for a kick drum. If you haven't seen that, link in the description below. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun doing little projects like that. I will show you on some things the behind the scenes of how I recorded something, the behind the scenes of how I edited, mixed, or mastered things. I do actually offer editing, mixing, and mastering services. So if you know you want somebody to edit, mix, or master your music, you know, feel free to reach out. But yeah, so that's the kind of stuff that we're going to be doing. This is an information channel, not a entertainment channel. There's not going to be multiple cameras with dynamic panning and zoom and John Woo editing and nonsense like that, because information is the most important thing. So this is for people who like to get nerdy, like to get deep, and like to have some fun. I'm going to try and stay concise because I can ramble and go off on tangents. So there may be some weird edits in my videos where I'm like, yep, need to cut that out, you know. But yeah, I want to really focus a lot on creativity, thinking outside the box, being resourceful, and using things around your studio or even around your house or your shop or your garage or whatever to solve problems like I did in that kick drum video. So yeah, if you want demo videos, review videos, projects, behind the scenes, you know, audio engineering videos, and just, you know, kind of getting goofy and crazy and creative, that's what we're going to be doing here. And you know, it's going to be a lot of experimentation or sharing things to really push outside the boundaries and just see where we can get with audio. Because as crazy as Joe Meek was when he said, if it sounds good, it is good, that's the truth. Or I believe it was attributed to Fletcher. I don't know if he actually said this, but I believe it was attributed to him saying that no one walks down the street humming the sound of an SM57. You know, and you know, music doesn't have to be perfectly produced. I think punk rock proved that. I think black metal has proved that you can have an amazing following and have people enjoy your music if it's good enough. You know, if the music is good. And, you know, obviously the sound of punk rock, the sound of black metal is something that plays to those genres. So I'm not saying that everything should be, you know, you should care about your craft. The point is capture it the way it should be captured. But there's a lot of different ways that we can accomplish that. Sometimes we go the old-fashioned way and we just use the right gear and the right tools and the right applications, and sometimes we get a little bit crazy, and on this channel I'm going to see about getting crazy. So I hope that you look forward to joining me on the ride here. because audio engineering is as I have always said, audio engineering is a bullet train to nowhere. Enjoy the ride, because there is no destination. The second you think you know everything is the second you need to find a new hobby, because you're just not going to live here, you know? I mean, I know people with credits who have said that you have to spot mic hi-hats and rides on punk rock, and that is objectively false. I can prove it with stuff that I've engineered, and if you say, hey, you're a nobody, I don't care what you've engineered, that's cool. Glenn Johns. And if you don't think that stuff that he's worked on, like Led Zeppelin, sounds amazing, and you don't think that there's Led Zeppelin DNA in punk rock, I don't know what to tell you, man. But you can do the Glenn Johns technique and record some badass punk rock. So you don't have to specifically mic individual cymbals and stuff like that. So yeah, don't ever assume you know everything. I don't know shit. I know what I know. So, but yeah, hope you look forward to the journey, and will like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, notification bell hype and so forth, and look forward to some cool videos. Till then, take care.